They're every parent's worst nightmare.
Don't bite!
You're gonna be sorry.
Kids completely out of control.
Give me the knife.
I'm gonna kill you!
And taking over the household.
Don't do that!
These families have reached the end of the road.
How was I supposed to know I was gonna have 3 kids in 2 years?
They're in desperate need of help.
Shut up, everyone!
They only have one alternative left. It's time to contact Nanny 911.
Hello, this is Nanny 911.
We've gathered a team of world-class nannies from all over the globe. Each week from Nanny Central, they will watch a video of a family in crisis.
Stop it.
And decide which nanny is best suited to help. They will then have 1 week to take our families from living hell to a family bliss.
Give me my life back.
It's mine!
Can these families be saved?
It's an emotional roller coaster.
Unless you get this right, it's all gonna fall to pieces.
If you think you can do a better job, get on with it.
Parents of America, help is on the way. Tonight, for Kenny and Jennifer Mills, parenting's a comedy of errors. Dad's always got a
I think
punchline.
Nanny Yvonne, she has the hots for me. I have no idea.
And Mom's the butt of the joke.
They're picking on me. They're not respecting me.
While Matthew's a chip off the old block.
Honey, are you bringing me something to drink?
Mom, give me my soda!
That's my boy.
And it's Monkey See, Monkey Do.
He's wrestling around. That's what boys do.
I like to tackle my mom.
It's not appropriate. You joke about everything, but it's not funny.
Will Nanny Yvonne get the last laugh?
Don't get a handle on it now. We're in serious trouble.
It's like father, like son. Tonight on Nanny 911.
My name's Kenny Mills. I have 4 beautiful children and a beautiful wife.
I'm done playing. My name is Jennifer Mills. I'm 31, from Orlando, Florida.
It's like 250 degrees in here. No, not worried about alligators at all. Matthew? We're a little disorganized, I would probably say.
Our life is chaotic. Matthew's 9. He's the jokester of the family. He takes a lot after his dad.
It's okay for me to say shit. You're not. It's not okay for him to say that. And sometimes he says that.
Matthew's been playing football, and he does so well at it, but yet he just doesn't know when to stop. But a lot of times he gets a little rough for me. Matthew!
He's very touchy-feely.
It gets to a point where enough is enough. Enough's enough. Don't. Ow. Madison. And then there's Madison. She's 6, and she's the only girl out of the bunch.
Get off.
Ow!
Get off.
Madison helps me out so much.
Can I help you? Stop having 3 brothers. Matthew! Stop it!
No, we're gonna cuddle. She's dramatic.
And then there's Mason, who is 2. Wants to do everything by himself, always hurting somebody. No,
Be nice, stop it! No, don't take it. He gets his way, and that's probably the biggest problem.
Sit down.
He doesn't sleep all night. He fights everything.
I'm going night-night.
Mama!
Then there's Maxwell, who's the angel, who is 1. He just is a great, happy-go-lucky baby.
Bring me that remote.
Kenny loves beer, so on the weekends, I'm pretty much his little woman, go get me a beer or whatnot.
Honey, are you bringing me something to drink? I tell you, yo, bitch, give me a beer. Thanks, babe. Are you getting me another one then? Thanks, babe. Thank God my wife is here. I sit on the couch, she gets me a beer, she makes the dinners, she takes care of the kids, she even mows the grass. Thanks for dinner.
Kenny and Matthew, a lot of times they'll joke around and say mean things.
Like you can do anything, Mom.
Matt, please bring me the phone.
You can get up and get it, yeah.
You think we should get a new mommy?
Everything that comes out of his mouth maybe isn't the nicest thing, but I know he's joking.
New Orleans beat Philadelphia.
Oh, I didn't pick that one.
Yeah, go figure.
When my dad's watching football, he'll never get up.
Honey,
Yeah.
can you call satellite TV?
Sure.
I've always had the final word in my house, so great life, you know, put up with your wife.
You know I'm gonna catch you. We're going crazy because it's just go, go, go. Matthew.
I mean, when you have 4 kids, crazy things happen.
We don't know where our children are at and they're hurting themselves. Where's Maxwell?
I don't know. I thought you knew where he was.
My husband may think that we don't need Nanny, but we do need her help.
We're trailer trash, we're white trash. It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks. Did you just hit Goaty room?
Shut up.
He doesn't have any respect for me. You know, it breaks my heart. Matthew!
Yo, bitch, give me a beer.
Well, ladies, what do you think?
Matthew is running the house. These parents need to start taking their job more seriously.
But that boy is learning his bad behavior from his father. They both need a lesson in decent manners.
And who's keeping an eye on the little one? The lad shouldn't be left on his own like that.
Yvonne, your patience and good humor is needed to reconnect this family. I'm sending you to help turn the mills around.
It seems to me that the behavior in the Mills family is out of control.
Matthew!
Say hello to my little friend.
Dad Kenny treats Mum Jennifer like a doormat, and their 3 sons are beginning to treat little Madison like a punching bag. I hope I can help these men shape up before the women ship out.
Kenny! Somebody's at the door.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kenny Mills.
I'm Nanny Yvonne.
This is the Mills family. Come on in. When Nanny Yvonne showed up, I had sweaty palms. You know, this is someone coming into your house and gonna critique how you're raising your kids.
Hello, everybody. That's a nice big smile. You must be Matthew.
When the nanny did arrive, it was a little bit overwhelming because it was actually reality now. She's here. Uh-oh. Am I gonna be in trouble for what I've been doing?
What I'm going to do today is I am going to be peeking round corners and I'm going to take some notes.
Having a stranger in the house, a woman, a nanny, yeah, that was a weird concept.
You wouldn't mind, that would be lovely, thank you. I'm sure you don't all sit on the couch every day looking at nannies, do you?
Go ahead.
Sure you don't.
Straight away, the Mills family sits down for lunch.
Mason.
Stand up.
Sit down.
Stand up.
I think it's peculiar that Mum and the kids eat in the dining room, while Dad takes his meals separately in front of the telly.
It's very strange.
Mason, you want bread?
I'll take mine with a little butter on it, please.
Dad acts like he's in a pub. When he wants something, he just yells out to Mum,
Are they already buttered?
and she serves him right away.
I would like to all sit down together as a family and eat together, but Kenny doesn't feel like that's important right now.
You need to go in there now.
Oh, I caught the remote.
It was just easy to sit right there in front of the football game and eat and turn the TV up so you can't hear him.
Mom, tell Daddy to come.
He's not going to.
I'm gonna eat in the living room where I normally eat, okay? Thank you.
The
Bye-bye.
living room, we can't.
I don't know what Nanny Yvonne's writing in that black book, but it can't be good.
After lunch, it's good to see that Dad is keeping up with the dental hygiene.
Okay, bud, come on. Come on, let's go brush your teeth, come on. Brushing Mason's teeth has been a chore since he got the first one.
Okay, Mason.
Then we gotta brush your teeth.
But unfortunately, little Mason has other ideas.
Back here.
I couldn't believe Mum and Dad had to chase Mason around the house.
Where are we doing this at?
Right there's fine.
On the floor?
And I've never seen parents having to hold down their child to brush his teeth.
Okay, open your mouth. Good boy. Okay.
Almost done.
More like a torture for Mason than a simple task of brushing your teeth.
All done.
Sorry. Good job, buddy.
Little Maxwell is the youngest of the kids and seems to be forgotten a lot of the time.
Maxwell, he's the independent one. He plays, and he plays all by himself.
Playing alone at his age is very dangerous. And I couldn't believe that these parents allow Maxwell to wander around the house all by himself.
Where's Maxwell?
I thought you knew where he was.
Later on, big brother Matthew decided it was playtime.
Give him the ball.
But it seems Matthew doesn't really want to play. Instead, he teases and taunts them. And he doesn't know when to stop.
Get back here.
You know, boys are boys, I think. And coming from 11 brothers and sisters, you either fought back or you took a beating.
I'm shocked to see that Mum and Dad don't make an effort to discipline Matthew.
Can I have any normal kids?
And his behavior continues to escalate.
Headbutting time! No, stop!
Matthew loves to pick on his sister.
Come here, let's cuddle. Stop it, Matthew!
He likes to push her buttons and see how far he can go with her and with me sometimes.
Jennifer plays along with the roughhousing with Matthew, and even though she says no, I don't believe her.
Matt, stop! I like to tackle my mom because it's easy.
Kenny! Kenny!
Movies?
Come save me, Kenny.
But Kenny just ignores his wife. He's too busy causing his own problems.
Oh, you missed me. Oh, you missed me. Oh.
I can see that Dad's behavior rubs off on the kids, especially Matthew.
Stop. No! Dad, enough is enough, please.
No.
Stop.
Later, as Mum starts preparing dinner, I begin to see more of the interesting dynamic between Jennifer and Kenny.
Honey, are you bringing me something to drink?
Kenny orders Jennifer around and she goes and gets everything for him as soon as he asks for it.
Thanks, babe. Jennifer, did I turn the dryer on?
I'll check.
She even mows the grass, bro. She will mow the, she goes out and mows the grass. And I stay and watch football. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Honey, can we get a fan for in here or something? It's like 250 degrees in here.
Once again, Dad just sat on the couch watching football while he ordered Mum around like a servant.
Here's your fan.
It's hard to watch Mum being insulted over and over, especially in front of the children.
Are you getting me another one then? Thanks, babe. I don't care what they say about you, you're all right. I sit on the couch, she gets me a beer, she makes the dinners. She probably does have 80% of the responsibility of the family, and she doesn't mind it. Max, what are you doing, Bubba? You're not going poopy, are you? Oh, man. Do you want Daddy to change your diaper or Mommy to change your diaper? Yeah, I agree. Here you go, Mom.
As the day comes to an end, it's bedtime for everyone at the Mills house.
Good night, I love you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, night-night, Maxwell. Night-night.
Except for Mason. Mason's never slept in his own bed, ever. He usually sleeps on the couch or with his mother.
Mommy, lay right here, okay?
At night, Mason runs the house.
Stop.
Good night-night. A lot of times Mason gets his way because I don't want him to wake up Maxwell. Dada's right there. You want him to lay down with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've had nights that he's up all night long crying, 2-3 hours straight screaming, and we just don't want that to happen. I'm gonna lay right here, okay? Where do you want me to lay?
Huh?
Close your eyes and go night-night. Good boy.
I've had enough. It's time to have a serious talk with these parents.
Hey guys, you look busy. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I'm nervous to see what changes she wants to make. I don't know how well I'm going to take to the criticism.
Let me just run through a few things, okay?
Little Maxwell is the youngest of the kids, and he seems to be forgotten a lot of the time in the Mills household.
And nobody knows where he is, and he gets lost, and it's like, okay, where's Maxwell?
I would never forget about Maxwell. Just because he's probably the best kid we have, we wouldn't forget about him. Look at him, he's too cute to forget about.
That one just kind of, it put a little knot in my stomach because I know as a mother that I know where my children are.
Well, obviously you've got Matthew. He's far too rough. He doesn't know when to stop.
Headbutting time! No, stop!
That's my boy.
Let's see, that's your boy. Well, you know what? He's actually being inappropriate. There's a fine line between having fun and joking and being insulting and insulting behaviour. I don't think it's appropriate the way he talks to you at all.
Face it, Mum, he treats you like dirt. And Dad, you don't seem to mind.
And it's learnt behaviour. The parents are teachers. You're supposed to teach your children.
Not only through words, but by example. And it's through your example, Kenny, that Matthew behaves inappropriately.
I started getting fired up about the whole situation. I think she's wrong. Your kids also should know that, you know, I've been on the earth 35 years. I do things different than what you're allowed to do.
You know what? I agree with you. But are you teaching them? So you better be careful what you put in, because that's what you're going to get out of them.
I agree and disagree with that, though.
I mean, you've got to be on board, otherwise there's no point in me being here.
Nanny Yvonne caught me completely off guard, but Nanny 911's not here to change me.
After my day of observation, the troubles in the Mills house are clear.
Come on in.
Football-watching Dad disrespects his wife, and it's rubbing off on the kids.
Everybody?
And Mum has no backbone.
Is everybody excited? Kenny, are you excited?
I can't control myself.
I did go to bed wondering, how is she gonna change things if I can't change things around here?
I've came up with a set of family rules that are for you, the Mills family. Now, the first family rule, all players should always be accounted for. I've noticed that Maxwell goes missing and nobody knows where he is.
That upset me the most because I know where my children are. Where's Maxwell?
I don't know. I thought you knew where he was.
Now, the second rule is if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it.
I don't care what they say about you. You're all right.
Do you know what that means, Kenny?
Yes, ma'am.
I knew Kenny was gonna have a problem with that one because everything that comes out of his mouth maybe isn't the nicest thing.
No acting like hooligans.
I don't think that can happen. Stop it, Matthew! Ow!
Acting like hooligans? You know, that's us.
The next one, everybody chips in with chores because Mum seems to do everything.
I do a lot of the chores, you know. I do the dishes, I do laundry. Jennifer, did I turn the dryer on?
I'll check.
And everyone's gonna help Mum.
Oh, man.
You're all gonna do chores. Right, does anybody know what this is? It's a reward board.
The reward board, it's okay.
You're gonna have to earn things from now on. You don't just get given them, you earn them. 10 footballs, touchdown, reward. It's up to Mum and Dad to decide which reward you get.
When I get 10 footballs and get a touchdown, I think my dad will probably get me a big surprise.
And let me tell you something else. If you do something wrong, I am gonna throw penalty. And there will be consequences if you get a penalty.
Nanny's plan, it's obviously not foolproof, and what she says isn't always gonna work for every family.
Are you quite clear on everything,
Oh,
Dad?
I am clear as a bell.
Okay, good.
Kenny is very strong-headed, and I hope he goes for the changes, but I have my doubts.
I want you to carry on again as normal, and I'm gonna be watching.
It's hard to teach an old dog new tricks.
Right away, the Mills team is off to a strong start.
Okay?
The kids are helping Mum with all the chores.
Good boy. Doing the dusting for Mummy. And here's the other guys chipping in.
The reward board, the kids, I think, just love. I think they can relate to it.
Do you want to go see the bathroom?
Sure. It seems like they want to do things and they want to be acknowledged that they've done something good and they want to be able to get another 10 yards on the board and score a touchdown.
Well done. Well done.
Closer, good job.
I love getting those cheerleaders.
Madison, where did you find this?
With all the commotion surrounding chores and rewards, it looks as if Mum has forgotten the youngest child.
Maxwell was overlooked and not being kept an eye on.
The socks on the chair, do you think that's where they belong?
This is definitely cause for a penalty.
Penalty, Mum. One of the rules has just been broken.
Leaving Maxwell alone?
Yeah, exactly. And that really can't happen. It really can't happen.
I thought I kept a good eye on Maxwell.
But you've got to remember this. I mean, he's on his own in here.
Right.
I mean, we just can't do that.
Okay. I felt really bad.
Later on, it was homework time. Madison was working hard, but Matthew was playing a video game instead.
Matthew, you have to put the game away, buddy.
Why?
Because I said you have to put it away.
Why?
Because you have to. You have to turn it off.
Why?
Matthew wasn't listening to his mum. He completely ignored her and started arguing with her.
Matthew?
Just tell me why.
Because you're not allowed to, okay? That's it. You don't...
Matthew refused to obey her. And that's a major infraction.
Okay. Unsportsmanlike conduct. You just got a penalty.
Penalties are awful. I don't think that's appropriate for this stuff.
Any chores you need doing, Mum?
Sure, I could think of some chores I could need doing. Matt, you want to get the laundry out? I was surprised. I was really happy to see that and really amazed that he went through it and did it.
Well done. First penalty, and you took it like a trooper.
Now it's time for dinner. Let's see if they can make it through without Dad picking on Mum.
The whole thing fell apart. You want to talk about cheap furniture? I thought you were cheap. Cheap is cheap. There's no other way to explain it. She is cheap.
Oh, that's rule number one.
Kenny is crossing the line.
That's honesty. She admits, are you cheap?
Bad. We should follow the rules.
That wasn't bad.
It was, actually. To call your wife cheap in front of the children, I find it insulting.
And one of the rules is, don't say anything insulting.
It's the truth.
Penalty. Right, now you got to clear these up.
So I called her cheap. And she throws a penalty flag on that. I'm like, that's unbelievable to me. She is cheap. She is. Ask her.
No, that's insulting. That's crossing the line.
You should use frugal. Yeah, I'm just the kind of guy that goes around saying frugal. Hey, guys, I'm frugal. I think we need to go to the vocabulary book on that. I think Nanny Yvonne is picking on me a little. Maybe she has the hots for me. I have no idea.
At the end of the day, I knew that my biggest problem was going to be Kenny.
This lady's crazy. What's your definition of nanny?
And sure enough, I find Kenny up to no good.
She helps us be nice to each other.
I don't know that a nanny does that. Not my definition of nanny. My definition of a nanny, let me start you guys off. Let's see. Nanny would probably what? Cook dinner? Well, the kids and I, we made a list about basically what we thought a nanny did. How about clean? Clean the house, clean the dishes.
I'm not there to do Kenny's laundry and dishes. I'm there to help his children.
We're all in agreement here that so far she hasn't cooked. Has she cleaned up?
No, she's never touched a speck of dust.
Nanny Yvonne criticized, but she hasn't cleaned a thing, you know? I think this is a pretty good list. What do you think?
Yeah.
Kenny really wasn't interested in the rules whatsoever. His behavior was reflecting on the children, and everything was just becoming a joke with them.
There's the Mills.
She isn't very family.
Mills family list, that's fantastic.
I don't know what it'll take for Dad to wake up and see the damage he's causing. The next morning, I see firsthand how Dad's disrespect rubs off on the kids.
How you doing? Can I have a hug?
Matthew is behaving just as disrespectfully as Dad.
And went after his sister.
Madison dramatizes everything. You know, he may have not done hardly anything, but she's screaming hysterically. If I'm in the living room on Sunday watching football and I don't want to be bothered, I'm irritated. What did he do? What, did he throw the ball and hit you in the back? Okay.
And then he started to tackle me.
Okay, it's not life-threatening.
Of course, Dad does nothing to solve the problem and things just get worse.
Say hello to my little friend. Oh.
You know, he's not doing anything unnatural or anything. He's wrestling around. That's what boys do. You're all right. Stop.
Kenny didn't reprimand Matthew at all for behaving like a hooligan. He just laughed and joked. This is ridiculous. And when Matthew is done picking on Madison, Dad begins to pick on Mum.
Hey, way to pick out good fruit.
I don't see you going and picking it out.
Hey, thanks for the thought, babe.
Next time you go up there and get them.
Kenny just doesn't get the fact that he's insulting and he's not teaching his children the correct way to speak to women.
See how Daddy has to do it all? Mommy does nothing.
Once in a while, he'll say things, and I've just gotten to the point where I know he really loves me, but I want him to stop.
I think we should get a new mommy. No? You sure?
I'm sure.
You know, we could trade her in.
I don't want to.
We could get the Rolls Royce edition.
Jennifer had become numb to what her husband was actually doing.
You know that whole Mary thing, how we told you? I'd think twice about it. You know what I'm saying? Huh? I mean, of course, unless you find a good husband like me, right? They're good. At least you got the grapes right.
If I can't get through to Kenny, maybe I can make Jennifer understand how her husband's behaviour is affecting the kids. It's time to sit Mum down.
I won't be here for too much longer. And I want to make sure that we are working together and I'm fixing some of the problems.
Right.
I'm very concerned about the way Kenny treats you in front of the kids.
Yes.
But I don't see you telling him when to stop.
She's right. If we don't start being more serious, then things are going to get out of hand.
You're a role model for Madison. You know, she's going to be a woman one day. And it just, to teach her that it's okay for that to happen to you, it's not right.
Yeah, and I hadn't really thought about it, I don't think, from Madison's perspective, as far as it's okay to get hurt, you know, by a boy, as far as being that rough. And I don't want her to think that it's acceptable.
He thinks it's okay to order you around and get me a beer and, you know, call you names. And it's becoming insulting.
He doesn't have any respect for me.
I don't want your children to see that kind of behavior, because it's not a very good role model. You've got to stop it now.
I kind of have taken it as a joke for many years, and that it really doesn't affect me. But I saw her point of view in the sense that it is affecting the kids.
But you have to stand up to Kenny.
Okay.
I hope Mum sees how serious this is and that she'll begin to stand up for herself. And later, once again, Dad's up to his old tricks.
Jennifer, what are you doing?
I'm putting the dishes away. What? What do you need?
Yo, you think you could get us a sandwich or something, please?
I hope Mum took our conversation to heart and will set a good example for the children.
Matthew was sitting right next to him, and it was her time to stand up to him.
He had called me in there and was telling me to get him and Matthew a sandwich. And the way he said it wasn't a very polite or nice way to say it. It's not acceptable.
We don't want the nanny to change my wife. Did she get the outline of that or no?
I know you're probably joking, but the kids are sitting right in here and they don't know. Could you please not talk to me like that?
Sorry.
Touchdown for Jennifer and Nanny.
It's great to see Mum finally standing up for herself, but I still don't seem to be getting through to Dad.
Move back.
Dad.
Oh, haven't caught one yet.
It may be just a joke to him, but his constant insults are taking a toll on this family. And later, while Mum is preparing lunch, Matthew and Dad continue to rule the roost.
Great kid.
Not really.
Mom, can you give me my soda, please?
You get it. Matthew was a carbon copy of Kenny. This week, though, I've kind of picked up the fact that maybe it's not appropriate for him to be like Kenny all the time.
Mum ignores Matthew, but Dad eggs him on.
You're related to your mother.
Mom, can you give me my soda, please?
Mom, can you get me something to drink? He knows he can walk over his mom. Maybe it's he sees that she gets me the drink or something.
I don't see one.
You're blind. Mom, say hello to this guy.
Oh, yeah. Well, now that you're up, you could get it, right?
There's something wrong with your wife, man. She's got mental something.
Matthew wants to be just like Kenny. He's doing this probably a lot because of Kenny, the way that Kenny acts.
Your wife has problems. You might have to take her to the hospital.
I was really angry at Kenny for letting this behaviour go and not addressing it at all. And as much as I wanted to step in, I had to give them a chance to do this on their own. But later, Matthew's verbal assault on Mum turns physical.
When Matthew's horsing around with me, I want him to be a kid. I want him to have a good time, but sometimes I'm annoyed with it, you're hurting me, and I want him to stop.
Oh, no,
Matthew,
I'm not done
don't.
with you. I'm not done.
Stop.
Let's play some
Matthew,
I watched Jennifer being tackled by her son.
you're being too hard.
It's absolutely fine to play around with your children, but not to become a doormat.
Stop, okay? Enough's enough.
And although Mum was holding her ground, Matthew just doesn't know when to stop.
You want me to get Daddy on you? Kenny, can you come get your son?
And when Mum pulls Dad into the mix, Kenny does nothing at all.
That's my boy, that's all I can say.
Enough is enough. I have to get through to Kenny before it's too late.
All I want to say to you is, we need to do something now. He's 9 years old. He's getting to the point where he's going to be a teenager soon. And if you don't get a handle on it now, we're in serious trouble.
I had to make it very clear to Kenny how serious this could be for his children.
You're his role model. You're his guy. He mimics you. That's what you're teaching him.
I don't think I turned out all that bad.
I just don't want him to get himself into a situation that he can't get out of because we haven't helped him.
To me, he's feeling out what he can do and what he can't do.
No, but you don't stop him, though.
You know, there's your point of view and there's my point of view.
He was just negative and wasn't interested at all.
I want you to explain to me how you feel it's right for a 35-year-old man to talk to his wife, in a kind of, I think, derogatory manner. There's a line between joking and insulting.
Our vision of Nanny coming in wasn't to fix me, it was to help Matt get better. It was to help all the kids really get better.
Because he's mimicking you and because you are basically his complete role model. And, if he says half of that stuff to half the women out there, they're not going to like it.
I didn't say that to the women out there until I married one. Only the man upstairs is going to judge whether that's right or not me or not you.
I had to make it very clear to Kenny I wasn't there to insult him or pick on him. I was there to help the children.
I don't think you're a bad dad at all, not at all. And then I'm here to help you, and I am, believe you me. I'm not here to just berate you. I just want you to see where I'm coming from.
Change isn't easy. That's, the best way I can describe it. But we're going to give it the old college try.
Well, good, because we want Matthew to be the best he can, all right?
Gotcha.
Will you have a conversation with Matthew at some point?
I will have a conversation with you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right?
All right.
Okay.
I wasn't sure that Kenny understood what I was saying.
We'll see. Soon after my talk with Dad, Matthew was roughhousing as usual. It would be interesting to see if I finally got through to Dad.
Matthew, get off of him. That's why he does it, because he sees you do it. On your room. You don't do the disciplining. You're not the one.
When it got out of control, Dad actually stepped in.
Matthew, go to your room now. It is coming from me. I can't deny it. What Matt's doing, it is coming from me. She's right.
And then Dad actually went to have a talk with Matthew.
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
Heart-to-hearts are hard for me. I get choked up real easy, especially dealing with my kids or my wife. You're a fun kid, don't get me wrong, and we have a good time, right? This is the conversation where we gotta know when the good time's over and when we have to be serious and all that. 9 years old, you're setting the example now. You're the oldest, and I want you to lead the way in the right way. Even Madison, I know you horseplay with her, but when she tells you to stop, basically you need to stop. She shouldn't have to tell you 4 or 5 times.
To look over and see Kenny have tears in his eyes, that just, it breaks my heart.
It's in there, and I know I probably horse around, and you get it from me because I'm an idiot. Doesn't mean you have to be one. You understand where I'm coming from? So these are things we have to work on. You know I love you, right? Sure? Okay. Love you. You want the best for your family, and, you know, need a heart, I give it to them, you know, whatever.
I couldn't be more proud of Dad. Obviously, he's listened to me and decided to make a change. In the coming days, things were starting to look up in the Mills household.
Good. Woo! Good catch. Good throw.
I am thrilled to see the family has begun to eat meals together. And I'm happy to see the men in the family starting to treat the women with the respect they deserve. I really think Dad's new behavior will have a positive effect on the children, especially Madison.
On
Deck.
deck.
When I arrived, these parents didn't take Matthew's bad behavior seriously.
Enough is enough. You hear me? That's not nice.
Now they are addressing it. Seeing that the Mills family can have fun without anyone getting hurt, I know that the week has been successful.
How about, where's my kid? No, Daddy's kid.
But my work here is not quite done. I have to be sure that Kenny is helping Mum with the chores.
It's like the light bulb went on. I'm double pitching. I'm doing the dishes. I'm doing the laundry. Whose sock is this?
You're setting a really good example there. Fantastic.
Jennifer was actually getting a break at the end of the week with everybody chipping in with the chores.
Pull that out and put her in there.
Kenny, I guess, had instructed the kids and kind of got them motivated, so it was a nice surprise.
Yeah, we got dirty dishes to put in there.
Yeah.
Watch your head. Everybody chipping in with chores. I think that is one rule that will stick. Oh, thanks, buddy.
And before I leave, Dad has a surprise for me.
I got something I think appropriate since we butted heads so much this week.
Oh, yeah?
Got you a little set. I figured, you know, we could go in the front yard and take care of a little business here. I got Nanny Yvonne a set of boxing gloves. I figured, you know, we've been butting heads, and this was showing she won me over, you know, that I'm starting to be on her side.
Got ya. None of the laughter and joking has been taken away. It's genuine, happy fun. This is the nicest present I've ever had.
I think he kind of saw that, hey, look, she's genuine, she's really here to help. He's totally turned around as far as his feelings for her.
No, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's about having fun, and she's a good sport.
Now all that's left to do is to say goodbye.
Mills family, come on in here.
Hello.
Hello. Well, actually, it's hello, but it's really goodbye.
Oh, man.
It was time for me to say goodbye, and I wanted to tell the family how proud and pleased I was. I think we've had a fantastic week, and we've achieved everything I believe that we all wanted to do. And I want to actually thank all of you.
Her personality just really fit us. She cares, she's sincere. She's not here for her, she's trying to help.
You've been amazing. It was a very successful week. The seeds I'd planted in the Mills family were beginning to grow, and my work was done. Thank you so much.
I'm really gonna miss Nanny Yvonne.
Jennifer.
You make me cry.
I never cry.
It's amazing how close you get to Nanny Yvonne. Kind of emotional as far as just to see all the changes going on.
I guess.
Kenny, it's been fun.
She helps the whole family. It's not just the kids, you know. Nanny really, in this instance, helped the parents out.
And I know that everything I've said to you, you've taken on board.
To see that he was really affected by her, I mean, it was neat to see.
All right, guys. Use your manners.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Unfortunately, it's time to leave this wonderful family. All in all, it's been a successful week. The Mills family is truly one of the most loving families I have ever met. Guess what?
He's asleep.
Yes. No problem.
Well done.
Okay, good job. Good job, Jennifer. I mean, Nanny. Okay.
What is this?
Mason asleep on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mason asleep.